So Eric, a lot of times network marketing is called a scam, a pyramid scheme, or whatever. And there's a big difference between a legitimate network marketing company and a pyramid scheme. So when someone's working on their due diligence, how can they distinguish the difference between the two?
Okay, yeah, that's a great question. That comes up a lot. Basically, and it goes down to kind of that first question that you asked me about what's the most important thing to look for. And I think it goes back to the product. If the company is all about making money, and the product is really doesn't matter, or is kind of a token product, or maybe there's no product, a pure illegal pyramid scheme is where they're just changing money and money's just changing hand and there is no product. And then a pyramid scheme that is kind of masked by a product, token product, that can be an illegal scheme too, where all the money is made on the recruiting side of the business. And then there's the real business, the real network marketing, a direct selling company that has real products sold to real people who really like them. And that's what you're looking for, is are there real customers that are buying this product on a regular basis, they're happy with these products, and that people are earning income because people are using the product, they like the product, and they're sharing the product. And so that's really the acid test, if you will, is if there's a core product and there are customers using this product, and that recruiting isn't the whole idea around, or the whole business concept around making money in the business.
Great. Yeah, I appreciate that. And that, you talk about the product, and that's one thing that I always find humorous when I've been out recruiting and people say, well, I don't like network marketing because you have to buy the product. They make you buy the product, be a product of the product, so to speak. And I always found that interesting, because I'm like, okay, A, how are you going to promote the product if you don't buy it? And B, in my earlier days, I sold life insurance. And guess what the first thing was that they made me do when I went in the office on my first day? They gave me a life insurance application, said, fill it out. So I had to become a product of the product to do that. And that actually brings up a story. It's kind of a sideline here, but I think it's a good time to bring this up. When I was selling life insurance, and kind of listen to this and see if you agree with it on the network marketing side, is when I was in life insurance industry, I was at a training one day, and the speaker made a comment, and he said, I can tell each and every one of you how much life insurance and what type of life insurance you will sell each month based on two questions. And those questions are: one, how much life insurance do you have on yourself, and what type of policy do you have? Because that is what you're going to sell. What you own is what you're going to sell in the life insurance industry. And I thought about that at the time, and he was dead right. And I talked to a couple of the other agents in there, and they all said, yeah, I sell what I own myself. And so do you find that in the network marketing industry that individuals kind of promote and move the most product on what they are using themselves?
Yeah, I mean, it's a, we use the phrase, you can't sell from an empty wagon. Okay, for one thing, if you're going into business, you need a little bit of product to sell. Not a lot, a little bit. We're not talking about loading up somebody's house with product that you're not going to be moving in the next month. But you need a little bit of product to sell. And obviously, if you're really going to be effective selling a particular product, then it's good to have your own personal story about that particular product. And so being a product, like you said, being a product of the product is very important. Or let's say you've got a line of different products that maybe your wife really likes the skincare line, but that's not something that maybe you use every single day. And so you've got stories of other people that are close to you that are using that particular product and they really like it. And so sometimes you may not have to use all the products completely every single day, but you should have a core belief in the line of products that you have, and a real good feeling for them and an experience with them. Either it's your own personal experience or somebody that's close to you that has had a great experience with it. Maybe you don't need to lose weight, but you've got a weight management system, but you've got friends or other people that have had wonderful experiences with that product. Then you can share that experience too. So anyways, I think that answers the question.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well. And the only thing is, are you telling me I need to lose weight there by that last comment?
Absolutely not. You're perfect just the way you are.
Now you're fibbing a little bit.